Welcome to this video. My name is Emily and today I'm going to show you a tour of my garden. It is June 2020. This is my first time filming my garden tour in this way, so I'd love to hear some feedback, so please leave some comments down below, and if you liked the video please give it a like and subscribe for future videos. So here is my garden, and it is pretty full, and as you can see everything is starting to really grow. You can also see how much the grass needs cutting, but we are in zone 9A, so we get lows of -6 to 7 degrees in the winter, so pretty cold, and then in the summer we'll get like highs of 30 sometimes if it's really hot. So this is the front of my greenhouse, and I've got pots all around the front entrance bit. We've got carrots here, and in that big silver pot in behind the carrots, those are peas, and we've got Cosmo, which are in bud. Regarding the carrots, my mum bought them from Aldi. Not sure why, because she knows I've got loads of seeds that I could have used, but she wanted to buy them, so we have them. And then in this pot we have the cabbage that you can see, and then starting to go inside the greenhouse we've got lovely amaranthus, which has just really done so well in this greenhouse. I planted it a lot earlier than the other ones that I've got in the rest of the garden, and you can tell by the size of it, it's just really beautiful, and it's just grown so much bigger than I thought it would. The rest of my greenhouse I've got peppers, tomatoes and cucumbers, and they're all kind of mixed around. Here are the start of the tomatoes forming. There are a range of varieties which I'm growing. I think I've got MARMANDE, Mr. Stripey, RUMA, BF I think it is, and then I've got some others which I forgot. And then the cucumbers I've got TELEGRAPH, and I can't remember the name of the others, but I'll link them down below if anyone wants to know. These are my other cucumbers which are creating cucumbers, obviously, and more tomatoes forming there. I think there's a few beefsteak varieties that I'm growing. These are radishes which I sown at the end of May. They're coming along nicely. We've got more Cosmo, absolutely love Cosmo. This one's got a bit battered by the wind. We've had some really windy weather. And this is a verbena, not sure the variety name, but I just know it's a verbena. And this area is a new area this year, which I've put raised beds in front of the shed on the left, and then at the side of the pagoda. So this is all new, even this arch, which I literally just got old wood and put it together because I wanted the runner beans and sweet peas to climb up, and obviously there's a clematis there as well. So yeah, all the sweet peas are starting to really get taller, and here we've got amaranthus, sunflowers, Cosmo, salvia, which is this red salvia, and that is just beautiful. It has a weird smell, but it is beautiful. And this is campanula, really delicate, lovely flower. And in the rest of this bit we've got more sunflowers, we've got dahlias which are in bud, and I cannot wait for them to flower. I'm so excited. And then we've got more amaranthus just because I love it that much. Sweet peas climbing up the front of the shed, which keep falling over, so I have to keep on pinning them back. And then here we have a pot with tomatoes and a gourd, and I think there's a dahlia in there too, and a cabbage, but I need to take the cabbage out because it's overtaking the pot. And then this I call the tomato corner. And I thought I'd planted cabbages in there too, but I think they're actually Brussels sprouts because I dropped the tray and they just all got muddled up when I sowed them from seed. But I love this little corner and I can't wait for the tomatoes to get bigger. In total I have about 40 tomato plants in the whole of the garden. I've got a few in the greenhouse and then most of them outside. I use the string method to support the tomatoes. So here you can see I've got string attached to the top of the fence and also the top of the pagoda, which keeps the tomatoes upright, and obviously I pinch all the suckers out. But I love growing tomatoes. Over here we have a grape vine, which is only a baby plant still, and then we've got this lovely geranium. Geraniums are my dad's favourite. And then we've got strawberry plants as well. I've got I think 2 different kinds. I think I've got like a generic kind and then a wild strawberry. This is an overview of the other side of the garden. This is the main back flower bed, so we've got a mixture of perennials and annuals. I think I already showed this part, but these are the peas, and then we had cucumbers in them, but because of the cold at night they died off, unfortunately. Got a dahlia, sunflower, cosmo. There's a gooseberry in the back there, but it's gone a bit weird and all floppy. This is another section where I've put tomato plants, and you can see the string is supporting them, and there's like a strip of wood at the top which is keeping them upright, and they've started to produce. And random weed that I just pulled out. I didn't even see that yesterday. More amaranthus. This is the eucalyptus. I think that one's gunny. And then we've got phlox, another dahlia, and my dahlias were started from seed. It's the first time I've actually sown dahlias from seed. And amaranthus again. Here we've got more cosmo and amaranthus. As you can tell, I love cosmo and amaranthus. We've got achillea here, which I think some people call it yarrow. These are David Austin roses, and like the numpty I am, I didn't save the tags, so I don't know the variety names. Another amaranthus there, and another David Austin rose there. They're absolutely beautiful. They smell so good. Just love David Austin roses. And this is another sunflower, which they have struggled a bit. Randomly we had some foxgloves pop up, and this is a cabbage which was from last year and it's still going on. I just left it there just because I thought it looked quite pretty, and we were eating some of the leaves off it for Sunday dinner. And then this is sedum, got bleeding heart in the back there, and I'm not sure the name of this one, but it's really not really done that well this year. It's flowered but it keeps flopping everywhere. This is a hydrangea snowball, and all the buds are starting to form. We've got another achillea coming into flower there, and this bush, there's 2 the same. I think this is a salvia. Another sunflower there. Yeah, so this is the other bush, and I believe they're salvias. They could be something else. If you know the name, please comment below. But these are Brussels sprouts. This was an area that was just going to be left blank, and I thought I will utilise it and plant some Brussels sprouts down there. Amaranthus again. If you didn't know already, I love it. More cosmo. And then we've got phlox in the back there. More sunflowers. And I am growing a range of different sunflowers, and I've realised I really do love sunflowers and all the different varieties that you can get. These are 2 of my biggest sunflowers, which are giant Mongolians, and they are big. They're the tallest I've grown yet, but I've only really just started growing sunflowers this year, and I'm just a really proud sunflower parent. This is, I think, a daylily. I think it is. If I'm wrong, comment below. Is jasmine and passion flower, and we've also got a Calla Lily down here, which has flowered quite a few times actually. I've cut a few off. And then to the side we've got a trellis with runner beans, sweet pea and clematis climbing on it, and the runner beans are now all in flower. And this is beautiful astrantia with a cosmo next to it. Ashanti is just so stunning. And then this is Hypericum. Use this for the berries. And this is a wooden pallet which has only just been planted up with sunflowers on the top and African marigolds. And then this area is mostly perennials with hibiscus in the back there. There's another pallet there full of annuals like geraniums, petunias, and this is actually the pond area. And I've planted like a few amaranthus and cosmos around it too, but mostly perennials around here. Randomly, I thought I'd show you this, which is Senecchio, which I started from seed, and then the carnation and the snapdragon, they are bought, which my mum bought. And then this is in front of the pond area, which we've got tomato and a few different other pots, and there's cabbages and Brussels sprouts in them. This windswept plant is rue, which is a herb, and I really need to sort that out. It looks absolute mess. But this area still needs to be finished, and we've started ripping all the ivy off the fence, which is it needs to be finished soon. We've got hydrangea here, which is coming into bud, which will soon flower. Absolutely love hydrangea, another favourite. And this is oak leaf hydrangea. These I think are a Rabina. They actually wintered over from last year. And then this is the other side. Please excuse the rug on the banister there, we're drying it out. And this is a stilby, and we've got loads of ferns on this side which just pop up every year. Another hydrangea there. And finishing off the video, I thought I would show you some seedlings which I am growing on, which I've started from seed. These are Celosia's coxcomb variety. These are sunflowers, English marigolds and cosmo, and these are sweet rocket and echinop. And I'm going to finish the video here. I hope you liked it. Don't forget to comment below and leave me some feedback. I'd really appreciate it, and I will see you in the next video.